Good morrow, my fellow YouTubers. I bet you're wondering why the fuck I'm dressed like this. Well, that would be because I'm making a video about drunk logic. In order to help explain my drunk logic, I am going to get drunk. I am going to go out later. That's why I'm dressed like this. Occasionally I do like to wear a moustache, but today was a special day. It's the end of the semester party for the college at where I'm staying. I'll show you what my logic is when I am drunk. As you've seen on probably the past videos, it's really intellectual. Oh, my eyes are uneven. It's fine, because the more drunk I get, the better my eyes look. And my friend from England is here! Hey, there she is. So she's gonna help me get drunk, or just watch me as I get stupid. I think I get more intelligent, but really, I just get more stupid. I've got a trick for you. If you're wearing lipstick shit, and you keep getting it on your teeth, just do this. Just go... It just comes off on your finger. And you rub it off. Thank me later. Oh, and if you're worried about having so much time that you need to make sure you get drunk, and friends are going out in like half an hour, and you're like, shit, I'm not drunk yet, and the drinks are so pricey when you go out. So you're like, oh, I can't really buy many drinks when I'm out, and I don't want to be sober, because everyone else is going to be like, well, I'm wasted, and you're just like, oh, great. I am sober. Rule number 1. Eating is cheating. Don't eat. Forget your dinner, forget your tea. Just don't eat before you drink, because that shit will soak it all up. Oh, my mustache is wonky. Yeah, if you have to, because you're a total fat bitch, don't have carbohydrates, don't have bread, don't have anything. Just have chicken, or something with high protein, because that'll help you get drunk. Just chicken, meat, spinach, anything. If you can't shot like vodka or anything, because you're like, oh, it's like burning my throat, then you can always try what I'd like to drink, sambuca, or sambuca, whichever way you want to say it. This shit will get you wasted. Or, if you don't really like the taste of that because you don't like licorice, you can always drink whatever, like vodka or wine. You could put wine with this, actually. Wine, it tastes great. Cheap wine, any cheap wine will do. Or goon, as people say in Australia. You can get lime bitters and put that shit with it. It tastes fucking amazing. You will not realise you are drinking. And just a couple of swigs of that and you're sorted. Yes. Done. You're drunk. Oh yeah. And I know people say mixing is really bad for you, and you shouldn't do it because your stomach gets fucked. Well, then sometimes that's the only way to get drunk. And you're fucked. Drinking games, yes. I mean, people say they're bad because they're peer pressure, but just ignore them. Just ignore them. King's Cup, Ring of Fire, Higher or Lower, Atoll, whatever games you want. And if you don't know them, Spoons, even Spoons. And if you don't know them, Google that shit. I mean, you could always just play Never Have I Ever, but that's just boring, because usually if you're with your friends, you know what they have and haven't done anyway. Oh yeah, so tonight the theme for the party we're going to is festival, but I thought I would invent my own tastical theme, and this one I'm apparently Mr. Monopoly or Einstein. My moustache isn't staying on. Okay, well, I'm just gonna have to abandon this. Maybe I'll just carry it with me and then go around to everyone else's photographs and do this. Mustache finger. Ta-da! Sorted! So, I'm getting drunk, nearly. And my logic is, I always get very nostalgic when I'm drunk. Boop, boop, it's the sound of the police! Pass some more goo. To the beat of the drums. I don't know the words, so I'm just gonna sing shnana. That's it. If you don't know the words to a song, when you're drunk, you just make this shit up. And just like shnana. And then to be really funny when you're drunk, you do this shit. People will be like, whoa, that girl is so cool. Either that or they think you're really weird. So it's a winner both ways. Or you do what my friend is doing and wear a moustache on your nose. Like this. This looks like a caterpillar.
Don't inhale it.
Oh, poor, how do I do? should not talk like this. But you know what? How does the light get through clouds? It just goes like through the cloud. Who knows? And if you don't like your drink, just get even more drunk. Because the more drunk you get, the more alcohol you need. To get free drinks, you've got to have friends in high places. Or show somebody these. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Don't take me seriously. Don't whore yourselves out, people. Don't show people your boobs, because they will not get you anywhere. Promise you. I promise you. I'm not saying you should. I'm not saying you should at all. But a lot of girls decide to act like complete sluts. And then they get free drinks. And then the best thing to do afterwards, if you get a free drink, is you just walk out and then leave. Like, oh, bye, thanks for the drink, see you, mate, I'm off to the dance floor to get my dance on. Drunk photos are always fun at the time. But if you're, oh, I don't know what I was saying. If you forget what you're saying when you're drunk, just babble. And people will be like, oh, yeah. Hopefully they're the same amount as drunk as you. And they won't give a shit. If your makeup goes wrong when you're drunk, just fucking give it a rub. Like this. Done. No one will know. Other things are like, when you try to think of a reason why certain things happen, it's the best to do it when you're drunk. Because you know shit when you're drunk. You're clever when you're drunk. If you can't get drunk, just watch this and you'll want to get drunk. Because this is shit. Or because I'm getting drunk and people will get jealous. And also, another thing, drunk logic, if you don't want to get your lipstick shit on the glass, like I've done, make your lips like a duck, which I'm sure a lot of you girls will, because you do on those photos, like, do the duck face. Well, do that, use your skills in the duck faces, and do the on glasses. So you're like, no, you do it like this. Look, none on the glass. I'm a genius. Yeah, and if sometimes when you're drunk you say shit and you're like, oh, that didn't come out right. Who cares? Just laugh. And then people are like, oh, she's joking. Oh, she's drunk and she's joking. And that's what you need to do. So if you come out like, that wasn't a sentence. Oops. And people look at you like, what the fuck is she talking about? Just laugh it off. Just like, ah, yeah, I was joking. Joking. And if you really want to be a lady, don't burp. But I don't really care. I'm just putting myself out there for you guys on the internet. Who the fuck knows why? Oh yeah, and when you're drunk, you tend to want to get guys' attention for some reason when you're dancing. Like, oh, no one's dancing with me. And you start having these crazy thoughts in your mind. Oh, so fucking ugly. You're clearly not the only drunk person here. Yeah, so if you want to get guys on the dance floor, because you're a fucking slut, kidding, just want to get guys, just do a slut drop. So you put one hand in the air, drop to the floor, stand right back up again, stick your ass out, and do a little crunk when you get to the top, like, yeah. Oh yeah, you could do a body roll if you can, like, woo. I mean, no one's as skilled as I am dancing. Lol. And if you're drunk and you don't want people to think you're drunk, then just come out with some crazy shit, like some line off a TV show, off a documentary, some clever shit. E equals MC squared. Or just come up with some kind of quote from any movie. Cough, Anchorman. And people will think you're fucking cool. Hey everyone, come see how good I look. I'm Ron Burgundy. Stay classy, San Diego. If they're a fan of funniness, they'll fucking love you. And when you're really drunk, if you want people to think you're intellectual and you're not drunk, don't eat hair. Get some fucking glasses and put them on. Yay! If you just want people to think you're just really cool, you can just do this. Either way, people are going to think you're not drunk. And when you're drunk, everything is funny. Like, This glass is hilarious right now. It's just a glass. Oh, and you sometimes get really emotional for no reason. But it's okay. Because you're drunk. When you're drunk, you think, like, the best thing to do is... The worst thing is wearing a jumpsuit. Right, wearing a jumpsuit when you're drunk because you need to pee. And at the end of the night, when you've decided you're drunk enough to go home, and you have danced the shit out of your body so much that your body's like, fuck this, I'm going to die. Or you try and keep awake, but your eyes keep going like this. You have to hold them open like this. That's when you know it's time to go home. Not only do you just go home, you go to McDonald's. You always go to McDonald's. Or you get some fucking toast. Toast is the shit when you are drunk. It's the best thing ever. But yeah, toast is the cure for everything when you're drunk. You're feeling a bit down. You didn't quite get the guy you wanted. You didn't get laid. You're just like, oh shit, I just danced my ass off and I didn't get any action. And what you need is toast. Toast, and just spread that butter on really thick. Just like the best. The best. I mean, some people get kebabs, which are pretty gross, because you wake up, if you leave them in your room, you wake up in the morning and it stinks, and you're like, oh. Toast solves that, because it's not so much that you can't eat it, it's just enough, especially 2 slices. It's the nicest meal when you're drunk. You just want to eat that shit all day, all night. And then when you wake up, your body will thank you for it. It'll be like, oh, thank you for not eating horrible, gross kebab. I know when you're drunk, you will want to eat as much shit as possible, but resist it. Oh, and for me, no matter how drunk you are, you always make sure, if you wear them, you make sure you take your fake eyelashes off. Otherwise, if you sleep in those, they will glue your eyes together. Well, maybe not, but it will hurt when you take them off. When you wake up, you'll be like, why? Why did I sleep in these? You can leave the rest on if you want. It depends if your skin is like, fuck, I've got makeup on me. Or it's like, no, I can chill with that on. I'm still looking good. And the more drunk I get, the crazier faces I do when people take pictures. So I go from this to this, which some people laugh. I cry the next day, being like, why am I so attractive? And some people just don't say anything because they're so shocked. But this face can go from this to this. It's possible. I just showed you it's possible. It's possible. Now that I'm drunk, I'm gonna go out. So I'll see you guys later. Over and out!